1. Breaking boundaries, a tale of kindness and compassion. Have you ever wondered if there's a limit to kindness? What if following the rules means turning away from someone in need? In this intriguing Zen story, two monks face a dilemma that challenges their beliefs and highlights the true essence of compassion. Join us as we explore how a simple act of kindness can break boundaries and redefine what it means to be truly empathetic. Long ago, two Zen masters were traveling far from home. One day, they reached the banks of a river just as the tide was coming in. A woman wanted to cross the river but didn't know how. One of the monks took her by the arm to help her across. After walking more than a mile, the other monk criticized him. "You have broken the monastic rules by speaking to a woman and helping her across the river." The monk who helped the woman replied, "In spreading kindness, we do not differentiate between old or young, male or female." Conclusion. In reflecting on the story of the two Zen masters, we find ourselves pondering the true meaning of kindness and the importance of breaking down the barriers that often restrict our compassion. The monk who helped the woman by the river demonstrated an essential truth. Kindness should be universal and unconditional. His actions teach us that genuine compassion transcends societal norms and rules. In our daily lives, we often encounter situations where helping others might seem inconvenient or even against certain guidelines. However, the story encourages us to prioritize empathy over rigid adherence to rules. By doing so, we create a more inclusive and supportive community where everyone feels valued and cared for. The monk's willingness to assist the woman, regardless of the potential criticism, reminds us that sometimes the right thing to do isn't always the easiest or most accepted. Moreover, the critical reaction of the other monk brings to light the issue of judgment. It's easy to judge others based on a strict interpretation of rules, but this often overlooks the deeper human values at play. The story suggests that we should be more open-minded and less quick to judge. Instead of focusing on the superficial aspects of a situation, we should look at the intentions and the positive impact of our actions. In essence, this Zen tale encourages us to rethink our approach to kindness and compassion. It calls on us to act with empathy and to help others whenever we can, without letting societal norms or judgments hold us back. It's a reminder that our humanity is best expressed through our willingness to support and care for each other, regardless of the circumstances. As we navigate our lives, let us remember the lesson of the monk who chose kindness over conformity. By embracing this mindset, we can contribute to a world where compassion is boundless and everyone is treated with the respect and care they deserve. 2. The secret to a strong kingdom. Lessons from ancient wisdom. Have you ever wondered what truly makes a kingdom strong? Is it powerful allies or something more profound? Dive into an ancient story where a wise advisor reveals the secret to lasting strength and unity. Discover why relying on oneself and building a deep connection with the people can create an unbreakable bond and secure a nation against any threat. Curious to learn more? Keep reading to uncover timeless wisdom that still holds true today. When you are a king, the most important thing is to fulfill your duties as a king and to love and educate your people. Forming alliances with stronger states is only a temporary measure. The real strategy is to strengthen yourself based on your own capabilities. If you rely too much on others, you'll eventually be looked down upon and find yourself in a vulnerable position. Van Kong of the state of Dong once asked his advisor Mencius, "Our state of Dong is small, located between the large states of Te and So. We should please both, but we can't possibly satisfy them both. Should we align with T or So? I really don't know which one to rely on for our peace." Mencius replied, "Any strategy that depends on others is never secure. Favoring T will anger. And favoring so will anger T. We cannot resolve this quickly. I only suggest one thing. Keep your state strong, dig deep moats, build high walls, govern your people well, and unite them. If a crisis arises and the king is ready to die for his state, the people will also be ready to die and not abandon their ruler. By winning the hearts of the people, you secure the country and strengthen it from within. As for aligning with T or so, I cannot decide. Being a king, the most important thing is to completely fulfill your royal duties and love and educate your people. Forming alliances with stronger nations is merely a temporary position. The real strategy is to strengthen oneself based on one's own principles, because by inserting oneself into others, one will inevitably be looked down upon and find oneself in a vulnerable position. While it's understood that smaller states must respect larger ones, it's also an indispensable way of interaction. But because Van Kong was overly focused on worshiping the powerful, Mencius advised as he did. Indeed, when leaders and their people share life and death together, the whole country unites, creating an invisible strength that no enemy would dare to challenge. With such unity, there is nothing to fear. However, times have changed, and although internal governance may be strong, diplomacy needs to be more insightful and wise for a nation to truly stand strong in the world. Conclusion. The story of Van Kong and Mencius offers timeless wisdom that remains relevant in today's world. The central message is clear. True strength comes from within. For any leader, the priority should be to fulfill their duties wholeheartedly and to care for and educate their people. This foundation of internal strength and unity is far more reliable than any external alliance. When Van Kong questioned whether to align with the powerful states of T or so, Mencius wisely pointed out the pitfalls of such a strategy. Relying on stronger states might bring temporary peace, but it also creates vulnerability. Allies can shift, and external support can wane, leaving a state exposed. Instead, Mencius advised focusing on internal fortification, building strong defenses, governing wisely, and most importantly, winning the hearts of the people. This advice is crucial even today. Modern leaders can learn from this ancient wisdom by prioritizing the well-being and unity of their citizens. A nation where the people trust and stand by their leaders is resilient against external threats. This unity and internal strength create a powerful deterrent against any adversary. Moreover, Mencius's guidance reminds us of the power of shared purpose. When leaders and citizens are united in their dedication to their country, they form an unbreakable bond. This collective strength is more formidable than any temporary alliance. While diplomacy and international relations are vital, they should not replace the focus on internal strength. By balancing wise diplomacy with robust internal governance, leaders can ensure their nation's stability and prosperity. In conclusion, the story teaches that the true foundation of a strong kingdom lies in self-reliance, wise governance, and a united people. By embracing these principles, modern leaders can build resilient and enduring nations. This ancient wisdom serves as a guiding light, showing us that the path to true strength and security begins at home.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.
3. The Price of Ignoring Wisdom, a Tale of Integrity and Consequences. Have you ever wondered what happens when a leader gains wealth without earning it through hard work or achievements? Or what might occur if they ignore the wise advice of those close to them? The story of Dao Dap Tzu, a high official from ancient China, offers a gripping lesson on the importance of integrity and the dangers of turning a deaf ear to wise counsel. Read on to discover how his choices led to an unexpected and tragic end. Dao Dap Tzu, from the Chu region, served as a high official in the state of Dao for 3 years without any notable achievements, and his reputation was not good. Yet, his household wealth tripled compared to before. His wife advised him, saying, "People who lack ability but hold high positions will eventually face disaster. If your household grows rich without any accomplishments, it surely accumulates misfortunes. Did you know the leopard in the Nanshan Mountains hides in the fog for 7 months without hunting? It does so to protect its glossy and spotted coat from harm. Similarly, a pig fattened indiscriminately will be slaughtered. Now, if you continue like this, how can you avoid disaster?" Despite her advice, Dao Dap Tzu ignored her and even drove her away. A year later, indeed, he was executed. In conclusion, the story of Dao Dap Tzu serves as a timeless lesson on the importance of integrity and the dangers of ignoring wise advice. Dao Dap Tzu's rise to a high official position without notable achievements led him to accumulate wealth unethically. His wife, recognizing the looming danger, advised him to reconsider his ways, drawing parallels with nature to illustrate her point. The leopard in the Nanshan Mountains hides in the fog for 7 months to protect its beautiful coat, while a pig fattened without discretion faces inevitable slaughter. These metaphors highlight the value of prudence and ethical conduct. Dao Dap Tzu's dismissal of his wife's advice and his decision to drive her away reflect a common human flaw: the reluctance to accept and act upon wisdom, especially when it challenges one's current behavior. His story underscores the critical importance of listening to those who offer well-meaning guidance. In leadership and in life, surrounding oneself with wise counsel and being open to their insights can be the difference between success and disaster. The tragic end of Dao Dap Tzu, executed a year after ignoring his wife's warning, is a stark reminder that unethical actions and the refusal to heed sound advice can lead to dire consequences. In today's world, where ethical leadership and integrity are more crucial than ever, this story resonates deeply. It calls on leaders and individuals alike to act with honesty, to earn their achievements, and to value the wisdom of those around them. By reflecting on Dao Dap Tzu's fate, we can better understand the importance of ethical behavior and the need to listen to wise counsel. This tale from ancient China, though distant in time, remains relevant, reminding us that true success is built on integrity and the willingness to embrace and learn from the wisdom of others. 4. Discover the secret to true strength and influence. Have you ever wondered what truly makes a nation strong and respected? Is it wealth, power, or something deeper? Dive into an intriguing tale from ancient China, where a wise leader's words changed the course of history. Learn how moral integrity and the power of persuasion can create lasting respect and influence. This story might just change the way you view leadership and reputation. During the spring and autumn period, the state of Jin was dominant among the feudal lords, and every year the states had to pay tribute to Jin, though the amount was not significant. After Fan Sui became the political leader of Jin, he demanded that the states increase their tribute. The prime minister of the state of Zheng Zichan disagreed. He told Fan Sui, "Historically, Jin has been revered for its moral integrity, which has led to a strong and honest populace. However, I have noticed that Jin's reputation for good deeds is not well known abroad, which makes others only see the benefits from Jin without recognizing its moral values. A good reputation is the vehicle for good moral qualities and cannot be neglected. I hope you can start by reducing the demands for tribute so that Jin's reputation for moral integrity can spread far and wide." Fan Sui was moved by Zichan's words and eventually accepted his suggestion. Conclusion: the timeless value of integrity and wisdom. The story from the spring and autumn period of ancient China offers timeless lessons on the true sources of strength and respect. In the tale, the state of Jin was powerful and received annual tributes from other states. However, when Fan Sui, the political leader of Jin, demanded higher tributes, he faced opposition from Zichan, the prime minister of Zheng. Zichan's wise and thoughtful response highlights two crucial messages that are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Firstly, Zichan's emphasis on moral integrity underscores a universal truth. Lasting strength and respect come from good character and ethical behavior. He pointed out that Jin was revered historically for its moral values, which built a strong and honest populace. By prioritizing wealth over integrity, Jin risked losing its esteemed reputation. This message is a powerful reminder that in any organization or community, maintaining moral integrity is essential for long-term success and respect. Wealth and power might bring temporary advantages, but it is the ethical and honest actions that leave a lasting legacy. Secondly, the story illustrates the power of wisdom and persuasion in leadership. Zichan's approach to persuading Fan Sui was rooted in reason and a vision for the greater good. Instead of confrontation, he appealed to Fan Sui's sense of long-term benefit and moral duty. This method of thoughtful persuasion fosters mutual respect and understanding, leading to peaceful and effective resolutions. It shows that wise leadership is not about force or coercion, but about inspiring others through reasoned arguments and shared values. In conclusion, the lessons from Zichan's interaction with Fan Sui are timeless. They remind us that moral integrity and wisdom in persuasion are foundational to true strength and respect. By valuing these principles, leaders can build lasting legacies that are respected and revered by all. The story encourages us to reflect on our own actions and values, inspiring us to lead with integrity and wisdom in all aspects of our lives. 5. The Tale of Quan Cao, Courage and Wisdom in Times of Turmoil. Have you ever wondered what it takes to stand up for your beliefs in the face of danger, or how to know when it's time to take action and when to step back? The story of Quan Cao, a just and upright official during the Tang Dynasty, offers profound lessons in integrity and wisdom. Join us as we delve into his remarkable journey, where courage and careful timing led him to navigate treacherous times with grace and honor. This tale will inspire you to reflect on your own values and decisions in challenging situations. During the Tang Dynasty, Quan Cao was a just and upright official serving under the military governor Anlok Sun. Aware of Anlok Sun's rebellion and his suspicious nature, Quan Cao wanted to leave but was concerned about the repercussions for his parents. In the 14th year of the Tian Bao era, Anlok Sun sent him to the capital to escort prisoners. Seizing this opportunity, Quan Cao visited Fuke Shuang, a local official, under the pretext of illness to meet him. Overwhelmed during their meeting, Quan Cao could not speak and just stared intensely at Fuke Shuang. Seeing an opportunity, Fuke Shuang arranged what he thought would be Quan Cao's funeral. However, Quan Cao secretly fled. After Anlok Sun's rebellion failed and the truth about Quan Cao came to light, many people wanted to employ him, but he declined all offers. Like Quan Cao, many in history have achieved great things. Some pursued official positions, others retired after success, and some chose reclusive lives, truly understanding the times. Conclusion. The story of Quan Cao is more than just a tale from the Tang Dynasty. It's a timeless lesson in integrity and wisdom. Quan Cao's unwavering commitment to his principles, even while serving under the suspicious and rebellious Anlok Sun, shows us the power of staying true to our values. In today's world, where we often face moral and ethical dilemmas, Quan Cao's story reminds us of the importance of courage and integrity. Standing up for what is right might not always be easy, but it is essential for maintaining our self-respect and earning the respect of others. Moreover, Quan Cao's actions illustrate the significance of knowing when to act and when to retreat. His decision to flee at the right moment saved his life and allowed him to avoid being complicit in An Lok-sun's rebellion. After the rebellion failed, Quan Cao chose a reclusive life, demonstrating wisdom in understanding the right time to step back. This lesson is particularly relevant today, as we navigate complex personal and professional landscapes. Recognizing the right moment to push forward or to step back can make a crucial difference in achieving long-term success and fulfillment. In essence, Quan Cao's story teaches us two invaluable lessons. First, the importance of maintaining our integrity and standing up for our values, even when it is risky. Second, the wisdom of understanding the right timing for our actions, knowing when to seize opportunities and when to withdraw. By applying these lessons to our own lives, we can navigate our challenges with greater confidence and clarity. Quan Cao's legacy is a beacon of inspiration, urging us to live with honor and to make wise decisions. His story encourages us to reflect on our own values and actions, reminding us that true success is not just about achieving our goals, but also about maintaining our integrity and wisdom along the way. 6. Discover the power of loyalty and forgiveness in ancient China. Have you ever wondered how loyalty and forgiveness can shape someone's destiny? Dive into a fascinating story from the Tang Dynasty, where a valiant foreign general's unwavering loyalty earned him great honor, and his act of compassion transformed his fate. This intriguing tale reveals how these timeless virtues can lead to unexpected rewards and respect. Curious to learn more? Keep reading to uncover the full story. During the Tang Dynasty, Tai Tong of the Tang Dynasty gave Kebat Haluk of the Tiele Khitan tribe a high position after he and his tribe pledged loyalty to the Tang. In 645 AD, when Tai Tong personally led an attack against the kingdom of Goguryeo, he appointed Kebat Haluk to lead the vanguard. During a fierce battle at Bak Nham Fortress, Kebat Haluk was severely injured by the Goguryeo general Bat. Tai Tong, who greatly admired this valiant foreign general, personally prepared medicine to heal his wounds. After conquering the fortress and capturing General Bat, who had wounded Kebat Haluk, Tai Tong wanted revenge. However, Kebat Haluk said, "We fought because it was our duty to our respective leaders, not out of personal hatred." He spared Bat's life. Tai Tong praised his broad-mindedness and lack of personal vendetta, and his status at court grew even stronger. Conclusion. The story of Kebat Haluk and Tai Tong during the Tang Dynasty offers timeless lessons that resonate even today. Loyalty and forgiveness, as demonstrated by these historical figures, are powerful virtues that can lead to remarkable outcomes. Kebat Haluk's unwavering loyalty to the Tang Dynasty not only secured him a high position, but also earned him the deep admiration of Tai Tong. This loyalty was put to the test during the fierce battle at Bak Nham Fortress, where Kebat Haluk was severely injured. Despite the pain and the severity of his wounds, his dedication never wavered. Tai Tong's personal involvement in preparing medicine for Kebat Haluk highlights the respect and value placed on loyalty. This act of care from the emperor himself shows that loyalty can build strong bonds and trust between leaders and their followers. Equally important is the theme of forgiveness and compassion. When K-Bat Ha-Luke chose to spare the life of General Bot, he demonstrated a profound understanding of duty and humanity. By recognizing that their battle was driven by their responsibilities to their respective leaders rather than personal animosity, K-Bat Ha-Luke displayed a level of maturity and wisdom that transcended the immediate desire for revenge. His decision to forgive not only spared a life, but also elevated his own status in the eyes of Tai Tong and the court. This act of mercy was a powerful statement that true strength lies in the ability to forgive. In today's world, where conflicts and misunderstandings are common, these lessons are incredibly relevant. Loyalty can create strong, lasting relationships built on trust and respect. Forgiveness can heal wounds and pave the way for reconciliation and growth. By embodying these virtues, individuals and leaders alike can foster a more compassionate and united society. In essence, the story of K-Bat Ha-Luke and Tai Tong teaches us that loyalty and forgiveness are not just ancient ideals, but enduring principles that can lead to honor, respect, and a better world. If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time. 7. Embracing life's changes. A story of acceptance and understanding. In a world where loss and grief often bring us to our knees, there's a story that challenges our usual way of thinking about life and death. Imagine losing someone you love deeply, yet finding a way to sing through the sorrow. This tale from ancient China invites us to look at life and death through a different lens, offering profound lessons in acceptance and understanding. Curious to know how one man found peace amidst his greatest loss? Let's delve into Zhuangzi's enlightening perspective. When Zhuangzi's wife passed away, Hui Shi came to offer his condolences and saw Zhuangzi sitting on the ground, tapping on a pot and singing. Hui Shi asked, "Your wife, who lived her whole life with you and bore your children, has just died and you're not crying but singing. Isn't that inappropriate?" Zhuangzi replied, "It is not so. Of course, I was saddened by her death at first, but then I reflected on the nature of life itself. Originally, humans have no life, no physical form, not even breath. It's in constant change that breath appears, and with changes in breath comes form, and with changes in form comes life. Now, my wife has gone through another change. She has died, which is just like the natural changes of the seasons. She rests peacefully in the vastness of nature. If I continued to mourn and cry, wouldn't I be failing to understand the true nature of life? That's why I am not crying." Zhuangzi's calm acceptance of life and death comes from his understanding that life and death are relative, merely natural changes. Conclusion. Zhuangzi's story offers a profound lesson in embracing the natural cycles of life and death. His reaction to his wife's passing, singing instead of mourning, may seem strange at first, but it reveals a deep understanding of life's transient nature. By viewing life and death as natural changes, much like the seasons, Zhuangzi teaches us to find peace and acceptance in the face of loss. In our modern lives, we often struggle with change, especially when it involves losing loved ones. We are conditioned to see death as a tragic end, something to be feared and mourned deeply. However, Zhuangzi's perspective encourages us to shift our mindset. Instead of viewing death as a final, sorrowful event, we can see it as a part of the larger cycle of existence. This doesn't mean we should ignore our feelings of sadness and grief, but rather that we can find comfort in the natural order of life. Zhuangzi's calm acceptance also speaks to the idea that life is ever-changing. Just as breath leads to form and form to life, death is another transformation in the endless flow of nature. This understanding can help us cope with our own losses and the inevitability of change in our lives. It suggests that by embracing these changes, we can achieve a sense of peace and continuity. Moreover, Zhuangzi's attitude towards his wife's death highlights the importance of celebrating life rather than focusing solely on loss. By singing, he honors the memory of his wife and the life they shared, rather than being consumed by grief. This approach can inspire us to cherish the moments we have with our loved ones and to celebrate their lives, even after they are gone. In conclusion, Zhuangzi's story teaches us to accept the natural cycles of life and death with grace and understanding. By doing so, we can find peace in the face of change and loss, and celebrate the lives of those we love, keeping their memory alive in a way that brings comfort and joy. This timeless wisdom encourages us to live fully, embrace change, and find harmony in the natural flow of life. 8. Discover the hidden wisdom of the Tao, a timeless tale. Have you ever wondered about the true essence of life and the universe? Dive into an ancient story from the Warring States period, where a man named Dong Quoch Tu seeks answers from the renowned philosopher Zhuangzi. Through their enlightening conversation, you'll uncover two profound messages: the omnipresence of the Tao in all things, and the path to true understanding through selflessness. Join us as we explore this timeless wisdom that can transform the way you see the world around you. During the Warring States period, there was a man named Dong Quoch Tu who asked the famous philosopher of the time, Zhuangzi, "What, in your opinion, is the Tao?" Zhuangzi replied, "The Tao is nowhere not present." "Can you show it to me?" asked Dong Quoch Tu. "In an ant, in a blade of grass, in a shard of pottery. Your question does not lead anywhere. Do not point definitively at anything that contains it, the Tao, for there is nothing that does not contain it. Such is the greatness of the Tao." Dong Quoch Tu then asked, "How can one come to understand the Tao?" Zhuangzi answered, "When you reach a level where you forget both self and objects, then you will truly comprehend the Tao." Conclusion: embracing the wisdom of the Tao. The story of Dong Quoch Tu and Zhuangzi offers timeless wisdom that remains relevant in our modern lives. The first message, the Tao is everywhere, teaches us to appreciate the interconnectedness of all things. In our fast-paced world, we often overlook the simple beauty in everyday objects and experiences. By recognizing the presence of the Tao in everything around us, from the smallest ant to the tallest tree, we can develop a deeper sense of respect and appreciation for life. This perspective encourages us to see the value in every part of our environment and understand that everything has its place and purpose. The second message, true understanding comes from letting go, challenges us to rethink how we approach knowledge and enlightenment. In a society that often emphasizes individual achievement and material success, Zhuangzi's advice to forget both self and objects can seem counterintuitive. However, this message is a powerful reminder that true wisdom comes from selflessness and inner peace. By letting go of our egos and the distractions of the material world, we can reach a state of clarity and understanding that transcends conventional thinking. Applying these teachings to our daily lives can lead to profound changes in how we perceive and interact with the world. Embracing the idea that the Tao is present in all things can foster a greater sense of harmony and balance. Letting go of our attachments and ego-driven desires can help us find peace and contentment, even in the midst of life's challenges. As we reflect on the conversation between Dong Quoch Tu and Zhuangzi, we are reminded of the enduring relevance of ancient wisdom. The Tao's teachings encourage us to look beyond the surface, to see the deeper connections that bind us all, and to strive for a life of simplicity, selflessness, and understanding. By integrating these principles into our lives, we can cultivate a more mindful, harmonious, and fulfilling existence. 9. Discover inner peace, a timeless lesson from ancient wisdom. Have you ever felt restless and sought peace outside yourself, only to end up more anxious? There's an ancient story from the northern and southern dynasties that holds a powerful message about finding true tranquility. Join us as we delve into the enlightening conversation between the monk Tu Ka and the revered Bodhidharma. Their exchange reveals two crucial truths about inner peace and the futility of seeking external solutions. Let's uncover these timeless lessons and learn how to find serenity within ourselves. During the northern and southern dynasties, the monk Tu Ka once asked Bodhidharma, "Can you tell me the secret essence passed from one Buddha's heart to another?" Bodhidharma replied, "The essence of the Buddha can't be transferred from others." Tu Ka then said, "My heart has not yet reached complete tranquility. Please help me find peace." Bodhidharma responded, "Bring me your mind and I will give you peace." After a pause, Tu Ka said, "I have searched for a long time and cannot find it." Bodhidharma then declared, "I have already given you peace of mind." The common human turmoil of an unsettled mind stems from our endless pursuit to rid ourselves of these disturbances. But ironically, this pursuit often leads to greater distress. Conclusion. The story of the monk Tu Ka and Bodhidharma offers profound insights into the nature of inner peace and the human quest for tranquility. In their dialogue, Tu Ka seeks guidance from Bodhidharma, hoping to find peace through external wisdom. However, Bodhidharma's responses lead Tu Ka to a deeper understanding that true peace cannot be handed down from one person to another. Instead, it must be discovered within oneself. This lesson is incredibly relevant today. In our fast-paced, often chaotic lives, it's easy to believe that peace and happiness lie in external circumstances or possessions. We chase after new jobs, relationships, or material goods, hoping they will fill the void and bring us tranquility. But like Tu Ka, we often find that these pursuits only add to our stress and dissatisfaction. Bodhidharma's wisdom reminds us that the essence of peace is not something that can be transferred or acquired from others. It is a personal journey, one that requires introspection and self-awareness. By looking inward and understanding our own minds, we can begin to find the tranquility we seek. This doesn't mean that external factors don't matter, but they cannot be the sole source of our peace. Additionally, the story teaches us about the futility of endlessly seeking solutions outside ourselves. The more we chase after external remedies, the more we may find ourselves entangled in anxiety and unrest. Instead, we should focus on calming our minds and addressing the root causes of our disturbances from within. In essence, the exchange between Tu Ka and Bodhidharma encourages us to shift our perspective. Rather than seeking peace from outside sources, we should cultivate it within ourselves. By doing so, we can achieve a deeper, more lasting sense of tranquility that is not easily shaken by the ups and downs of life. This timeless wisdom continues to resonate, reminding us that the path to inner peace begins with a journey inward.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.
10. The Peace of Forgetfulness, a tale of memory and mind. Have you ever wondered if forgetting the past could bring peace? What if the memories we cherish and the lessons we learn also carry a burden too heavy to bear? In a fascinating story from ancient China, an elderly man's journey through forgetfulness and memory reveals surprising truths about the human mind and the elusive nature of happiness. Join us as we explore how ignorance can sometimes be bliss and the profound complexities of our mental states. This tale will make you rethink what it means to remember and forget. In the state of Song, there was an elderly man who suddenly developed a forgetfulness illness. What he received in the morning, he forgot by the evening. What he gave today, he forgot the next day. When he went out, he forgot where he was going, and at home, he forgot to sit down. He forgot everything he ever did or was doing. His family was very worried. Fortune-telling didn't help, neither did rituals or medicine. Then a scholar from the state of Lu promised he could cure him. The sick man's wife promised the scholar half of their wealth if he succeeded. The scholar said, "This disease can't be diagnosed through fortune-telling, nor cured by rituals or medicine. Let me try changing his mental state and see if that helps." He then made the man feel cold by removing his clothes to see him ask for a coat, made him hungry to see him ask for food, and put him in a dark room to see him ask for light. The scholar was pleased and told the man's son, "The illness can be cured, but the method is a secret I cannot share." He then stayed alone with the patient for 7 days. No one knows exactly what he did, but the long-standing illness was cured. When the man recovered, he became angry, yelled at his wife, hit his children, and chased the scholar away with a spear. When asked why he was so angry, he said, "When I was forgetful, I was at peace, not knowing or caring about the world. Now that I remember, all the good and bad memories of the past decades, the successes and failures, joys and sorrows, are overwhelming me. I'm afraid these memories will haunt me forever, and I won't be able to forget them even for a moment." Conclusion. The story of the elderly man from the state of Song offers profound insights into the nature of memory and the human mind. It makes us question our assumptions about the value of remembering and the true cost of forgetting. While we often cherish our memories, considering them essential to our identity and experiences, this tale reminds us that memories can also be burdensome. In his forgetful state, the elderly man lived in peace, free from the weight of past regrets, failures, and even successes. He was untroubled by the complexities and responsibilities that his memories carried. His forgetfulness shielded him from the pain and sorrow of his past, allowing him to live each day without worry. This part of the story underscores the idea that sometimes ignorance or a lack of awareness can bring a certain kind of bliss. It challenges us to reflect on how much our past influences our present happiness and peace of mind. However, the story also delves into the complex nature of mental health. The scholar's unconventional method of treating the man's illness highlights that understanding and addressing mental conditions often require more than just traditional medical approaches. The scholar didn't rely on fortune-telling or rituals. Instead, he focused on changing the man's mental state. This aspect of the story emphasizes the importance of a holistic approach to mental health, considering the patient's psychological and emotional well-being. When the elderly man regained his memory, the flood of past experiences overwhelmed him. The good and bad memories alike became a source of distress, showing that our recollections are not always a source of comfort. This narrative invites us to ponder the true impact of our memories and how they shape our emotional state. In conclusion, the story from the state of Song teaches us that while memories are an integral part of who we are, they can also weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. It encourages us to find a balance between remembering and letting go, understanding that sometimes a peaceful mind may lie in the ability to forget. 11. Discover the true value of integrity and inner quality. Have you ever wondered where true value comes from, or how maintaining your principles can impact your life? Dive into an intriguing story from the Northern Song dynasty that reveals the incredible taste of untended wild fruits and the unwavering integrity of a noble scholar. This tale will inspire you to reflect on your own qualities and the importance of standing by your values, no matter what. Don't miss out on this captivating narrative that might just change your perspective on life. Fruits and vegetables growing wild in the forests and mountains are not tended by humans, and wild animals are not cared for by humans either. Yet, their flavors are incredibly delicious and pure. If we are not tainted by the pursuit of fame and fortune, wouldn't our qualities be just as exceptional as anyone else's? During the Northern Song dynasty, there was a high official named Gu Xiangqi. He highly respected a scholar named Hua who was very noble. It was customary in those times to refer to oneself by name to show humility. However, Hua, regardless of whether someone was of high or low status, important or not, never used his name but always referred to himself as I. For this reason, people called him Yi Hua. Gu Xiangqi had long admired Hua and went through great effort to invite him. Hua agreed and rode a donkey to the prime minister's residence, intending to go directly into the main hall. The doorman stopped him, saying, "This is the main hall of the prime minister. All new guests must dismount." But Hua replied, "I didn't ask for the prime minister. He invited me. If this is how you treat guests, I will leave." And so he did not dismount, but simply rode away. The doorman couldn't chase after him to invite him back and had to report back to the prime minister. Gu Xiangqi sent an apology and invited Hua again, but Hua did not wish to go. Deeply moved, Gu Xiangqi said, "Hua is just an ordinary man, but because he does not beg others, he will not submit to the power of his opponents. Moreover, those who live by their principles and are proud and noble in spirit will not bow to authority either." Conclusion. The story of Hua and Gu Xiangqi from the Northern Song dynasty teaches us powerful lessons about integrity and inner quality. Hua, the noble scholar, stood firm in his principles, refusing to bow to authority even when invited by a high official. His decision to leave rather than submit to disrespectful treatment exemplifies true self-respect and integrity. Hua's actions remind us that maintaining our values is more important than seeking approval or favor from those in power. This tale also draws a parallel to the natural world, where wild fruits and vegetables, untouched by human hands, possess incredible and pure flavors. This analogy highlights the idea that when we are not tainted by the pursuit of fame and fortune, our inherent qualities and talents can shine through just as naturally and beautifully. It's a reminder that our true value comes from within, not from external validation or material success. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, it's easy to get caught up in the chase for recognition and wealth. However, Hua's story encourages us to pause and reflect on what truly matters. It suggests that we should focus on cultivating our inner virtues and staying true to our principles, regardless of external pressures. By doing so, we can lead more fulfilling and authentic lives. Furthermore, Hua's unwavering stance serves as an inspiration for us to respect ourselves and others. It shows that real power and respect come from within, and that we should never compromise our dignity for the sake of convenience or fear of authority. Hua's legacy reminds us that living with integrity and self-respect is not only possible, but also essential for a life of true fulfillment. In conclusion, the story of Hua and the wild fruits teaches us that our true worth is determined by our inner qualities and our adherence to our principles. Let this tale inspire you to embrace your true self and stand firm in your values no matter what challenges you may face. 12. The unexpected rivalry. Why we fear our own kind the most. Have you ever wondered why the fiercest rivalries often arise among those closest to us? Imagine a gathering where guests reveal their deepest fears, only to discover that the most intense anxieties come not from the unknown but from their own kind. Join us as we explore a thought-provoking story about a spirit who reveals a surprising truth about human nature and the realities of competition. This tale will challenge your perceptions and make you question why we often fear those who are most like us. Once, during a gathering, the guests decided to play a game where everyone must share their fears and face a penalty if their fear sounds unreasonable. As they took turns, fears about the educated, the wealthy, the powerful, and even the overly humble or polite were voiced. When it was the spirit's turn, it simply stated it feared other spirits like itself. Everyone laughed, thinking it absurd since typically one fears other spirits, not their own kind, and the spirit was penalized with a drink. However, the spirit explained, the most intense rivalries and fears often arise among those closest to us. Siblings fighting over inheritance, spouses jealous of each other, colleagues in power struggles, all creating obstacles and undermining each other. Even in hunting, predators use their own kind as bait. This illustrates a deeper truth. We often fear our own kind the most because of competition and conflict. The audience agreed that the spirit's point was valid. Commentary. The weak fear the strong and the foolish fear the wise, just as ordinary animals might fear a tiger. But these fears pale in comparison to the fear of our own kind, our colleagues and peers. Why is it that we fear those like us more than any wild beast? It's because only those who are of the same species or share the same profession pose a real threat through competition, watching each other closely and potentially harming each other to gain an advantage, leading to disastrous consequences. It is indeed a sad reality that humans often harm each other. Conclusion. As we reflect on the Spirit's revelation, it becomes clear that the greatest fears and rivalries often stem from those who are most similar to us. This story isn't just about a game at a gathering. It's a mirror reflecting our everyday lives. In families, siblings might compete for parents' attention or inheritance, leading to deep-seated jealousy and conflict. In the workplace, colleagues might undermine each other to climb the corporate ladder, resulting in a toxic environment where trust is scarce. This intense competition among peers highlights a fundamental aspect of human nature. The desire to be the best often comes with a cost. We are wired to see those like us not just as companions but as rivals. This rivalry can push us to achieve great things, but it can also drive us to actions that harm those around us, and ultimately, ourselves. The spirit's fear of its own kind serves as a powerful metaphor for these everyday struggles. Understanding this dynamic allows us to see the root of many conflicts and tensions in our lives. Recognizing that competition and fear among peers are natural can help us manage these feelings better. Instead of letting rivalry lead to negative outcomes, we can strive to turn it into a positive force. By fostering environments of cooperation and mutual respect, we can mitigate the harmful effects of competition. Moreover, this story encourages us to look inward and reflect on our own behaviors. Are we contributing to a culture of fear and rivalry, or are we working to create a supportive community? By being aware of our actions and their impact, we can choose to build stronger, more trusting relationships. In conclusion, the story of the Spirit teaches us a valuable lesson about human nature and the realities of competition. It reminds us that our greatest fears often come from those closest to us, but it also offers a path forward. Through understanding, reflection, and positive action, we can transform rivalry into a force for good. If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time. 13. Discover the secrets of true freedom and human connection. In the heart of ancient China, two monks lived lives that defied social norms and material desires. Their story, filled with wisdom and unconventional joy, holds powerful lessons about finding true freedom and the value of genuine human connections. Join us as we explore the fascinating lives of Han Shan and Shi Dai and uncover the deep insights they left behind. Their journey may inspire you to rethink what it means to live a fulfilling life. Han Shan and Shi Dai were respected monks during the Tang dynasty, living freely and naturally without concern for social formalities. Han Shan retreated to a secluded place 70 miles west of Tiantai County in Zhejiang, where he was often seen visiting the Guoqing Temple. He usually wore a hat made from palm leaves and tattered clothes, walked in wooden clogs, and could be found singing, shouting, laughing alone, or lost in thought. Yet his words always carried deep philosophical insights. Shi Dai was an orphan raised by Feng Gan at Guoqing Temple and was affectionately called Shi Dai. He often saved leftover temple food in bamboo tubes for Han Shan. The two enjoyed drinking wine and reciting poetry, celebrating their freedom and joy. Later, the district officer of Daizhou, Lu Zhouhan, learned about these two unique individuals from Feng Gan. He visited them at the temple, bowing in respect despite their humble appearance. They laughed loudly, held hands, and left the temple together, following Han Shan back to his hermitage. Lu Zhouhan visited again, offering cloves and medicine. Eventually, Han Shan and Shi Dai retreated deeper into the mountains and vanished from public view. Unbound by material desires, their free-spirited actions and appreciation of hardship as joy demonstrated a profound understanding of life and the human condition. The story of Han Shan and Shi Dai leaves us with lasting lessons on true freedom and the value of genuine human connections. Despite living in humble conditions, both monks found joy and contentment by staying true to themselves and appreciating the simplicity of life. Their way of living teaches us that real freedom isn't about wealth or societal approval, but about inner peace and authenticity. Han Shan's retreat into the mountains and his carefree lifestyle, along with Shi Dai's dedication and simple acts of kindness, show that happiness can be found in the most unexpected places. Their friendship, based on mutual respect and shared experiences, reminds us that the most meaningful relationships are not defined by social status or material possessions, but by understanding and respect. The district officer Lu Zhouhan's interactions with Han Shan and Shi Dai further illustrate this point. Despite his higher social standing, Lu Zhouhan recognized the wisdom and value in these two humble monks. His respect and willingness to connect with them despite their unconventional ways show that true connections transcend societal boundaries. In today's fast-paced and materialistic world, the story of Han Shan and Shi Dai is more relevant than ever. It encourages us to slow down, appreciate the simple joys of life, and seek genuine connections with others. It reminds us that happiness and freedom come from within, not from external achievements or possessions. As we reflect on their story, we can find inspiration to live more authentically, to value simplicity, and to build relationships based on true respect and understanding. Han Shan and Shi Dai's lives may seem distant and ancient, but their wisdom is timeless, offering a profound perspective on what it means to live a truly free and connected life. Let their story be a reminder that true happiness and freedom are within reach if we dare to live authentically and cherish the genuine connections in our lives. 14. The downfall of a mighty army. Lessons from overconfidence and fear. Imagine having an army of nearly 1 million soldiers at your command, yet losing to an opponent with just a fraction of your force. How could this happen? The story of Fu Jian and the Battle of Fei River is a compelling tale that shows how overconfidence and fear can turn the tide of battle. Dive into this historical event to uncover how misjudgment and panic led to the stunning collapse of a once powerful kingdom. In the year 383 AD, after uniting the north, the king of former Qin, Fu Jian, forced the northern people into an army of 870,000 and marched south to completely destroy the eastern Jin. At that time, the Eastern Jin government sent Tao Huang to lead 80,000 soldiers to meet the enemy head-on. The battle began, and the vanguard of the Eastern Jin defeated the Qin forces at Luxi and faced the Qin vanguard across the Fei River. Fu Jian climbed up to Shouyang, now in Anhui Shuxian, and seeing the Jin troops regrouping, he mistook distant trees and mountains about 8 miles away for Jin soldiers, and out of fear, he exclaimed, "The enemy is so numerous, how can it be said that Jin has few men?" Subsequently, using this tactic, the Jin troops defeated the Qin forces, chased them down, and the Qin soldiers fled in a panic, trampling each other to death across the wild mountain region. The fleeing soldiers, hearing the howling wind and the cries of cranes, thought these were the sounds of the Jin troops pursuing them and out of fear, dared not stop. Thus, the once mighty former Qin army suffered a great defeat and collapse, and soon after, the kingdom was lost. The tale of Fu Jian and the Battle of Fei River teaches us invaluable lessons about leadership, perception, and the power of the human mind. Despite commanding a massive force of 870,000 soldiers, Fu Jian's misjudgment turned his strength into a weakness. His overconfidence blinded him to the realities on the battlefield, causing him to mistake trees and mountains for enemy soldiers. This mistake sowed seeds of fear and doubt among his troops, demonstrating how crucial it is for leaders to accurately assess their situations and remain grounded, no matter how powerful they may seem. Moreover, the panic that ensued among the Qin soldiers serves as a stark reminder of how fear can exacerbate defeat. The fleeing soldiers, haunted by the howling wind and the cries of cranes, believed they were being pursued by the Jin troops. This relentless fear prevented them from regrouping and mounting a defense, leading to further chaos and ultimately their downfall. It illustrates that fear, once it takes hold, can spread like wildfire, creating havoc and ensuring a more severe defeat than the enemy could achieve alone. This story resonates beyond the battlefield, offering insights relevant to many aspects of life. Whether in business, sports, or personal challenges, overconfidence can lead to misjudgment, and unchecked fear can magnify failures. Leaders and individuals alike must strive for a balanced perspective, remaining vigilant and adaptive. Recognizing the limits of one's knowledge and staying composed under pressure can prevent small mistakes from snowballing into catastrophic failures. In conclusion, the downfall of Fu Jian's mighty army is not just a historical event, but a timeless lesson. It underscores the importance of humility, accurate perception, and emotional control. By learning from this story, we can better navigate our own challenges, avoiding the pitfalls of overconfidence and fear, and steering towards success with clarity and composure. 15. Why Theories Alone Can't Win Wars. The Story of Zhao Quat. Have you ever wondered why some people, despite their impressive knowledge, fail when it comes to real-life challenges. The ancient tale of Zhao Quat, a brilliant but arrogant young general from the Warring States period in China, provides a captivating answer. This story reveals two powerful lessons about the value of practical experience and the importance of humility in leadership. Read on to discover how Zhao Quat's downfall can teach us about true success and effective leadership. During the Warring States period in ancient China, there was a famous general from the state of Zhao named Zhao Xia. His son, Zhao Quat, was very bright and loved learning from a young age, especially military studies. He read many military books and could even recite them by heart. Whenever discussing military tactics, he could quote classics effortlessly and spoke eloquently. Many people admired his talents. Hearing the praise, Zhao Quat became arrogant and once declared, "Fighting a battle is very simple. It's not a big deal at all." Hearing this, Zhao Xia lamented, "A person with a foolish heart won't understand Buddha's teachings on meditation, and someone who boasts, even if knowledgeable in military theories, won't be able to lead troops effectively. In the future, Zhao doesn't need him. If he leads our armies, he will bring ruin to Zhao." Years later, when the state of Qin attacked Zhao, Zhao Quat was appointed as a general. True to his father's prediction, his lack of real skill and his impulsive and eager nature led to his defeat against the Qin forces. Conclusion. The story of Zhao Quat serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of practical experience and humility in leadership. Despite his extensive knowledge and ability to recite military strategies, Zhao Quat's lack of real-world experience and his overconfidence led to his downfall. His story underscores that theoretical knowledge alone is not enough to navigate the complexities of real-life situations. In modern terms, it's like knowing all the rules of a sport but never having played a game. Without the experience of being on the field, dealing with the pressure, and making quick decisions, knowledge remains just that, theoretical. Zhao Quat's failure teaches us that practical experience is crucial. It's the difference between understanding a concept and being able to apply it effectively in real-life scenarios. Additionally, Zhao Quat's arrogance blinded him to his limitations. He believed that his knowledge made him invincible, dismissing the need for further learning and growth. His father, Zhao Xia, understood that a true leader remains humble and aware of their limitations. This humility allows them to continuously learn, adapt, and grow, making them more effective in their roles. In today's fast-paced world, where change is constant, the ability to remain humble and open to new ideas is more important than ever. Humility also fosters better relationships and teamwork. A humble leader values the input and perspectives of others, leading to more collaborative and innovative solutions. In contrast, an arrogant leader like Zhao Quat isolates themselves and makes poor decisions based on inflated self-perception. In conclusion, the tale of Zhao Quat is more than just a historical anecdote. It is a powerful lesson that resonates across time and cultures. It teaches us that practical experience and humility are indispensable qualities for success. As we navigate our personal and professional lives, let us remember Zhao Quat's story and strive to combine knowledge with experience and confidence with humility. These traits will guide us to become more effective leaders and better individuals.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.
16. Unlocking True Freedom. The Tale of Dao Xin and Seng Kan. Have you ever felt trapped by life circumstances and sought freedom from your struggles? What if the key to true liberation wasn't about changing your situation, but changing your perspective? Dive into the fascinating story of Dao Xin, a young novice monk who discovered profound wisdom under the guidance of Senkan, the third patriarch of Zen Buddhism. This ancient tale reveals how true freedom and enlightenment come from within, and the importance of patience and dedication on the path to understanding. Join us as we explore the journey of Dao Xin and uncover the timeless lessons that can transform our own lives. During the 12th reign of the Sui dynasty, there was a young novice monk named Dao Xin who was just 14 years old. He went to meet the third patriarch of Zen Buddhism, Senkan, and said, "Please, compassionate master, liberate me with the teachings of Buddha." Senkan asked, "Who has bound you?" Dao Xin replied, "No one has bound me." Senkan then said, "If no one has bound you, why seek liberation?" Dao Xin instantly understood. He then followed and took care of Senkan for 9 years, later receiving full ordination in Hebei and continuing his devoted service. Senkan, after many discussions and realizing Dao Xin's deep understanding and readiness, passed on his teachings to him. Dao Xin eventually became the fourth patriarch of Zen Buddhism. This story illustrates the irony of seeking freedom while being unaware that the pursuit itself may be a binding force. Conclusion. The story of Dao Xin and Senkan offers timeless wisdom that resonates even in today's fast-paced world. Dao Xin's realization that he was never truly bound by external forces but by his own perceptions is a powerful reminder for us all. We often seek freedom and happiness outside ourselves, believing that changing our circumstances or acquiring new possessions will bring us peace. However, true liberation comes from within. It's about understanding that our thoughts and perceptions create the chains that bind us. Dao Xin's journey teaches us that the pursuit of freedom can sometimes become a binding force itself. When we are constantly striving for something, we may overlook the fact that we already have what we need within us. This story encourages us to look inward and recognize our own power to liberate ourselves from the mental and emotional chains that hold us back. The dedication and patience demonstrated by Dao Xin during his 9 years of service to Senkan are also crucial lessons. In our modern society, we often seek quick fixes and immediate results. However, true understanding and wisdom take time and effort. Dao Xin's commitment to learning and his readiness to receive teachings remind us that personal growth is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, perseverance, and an open mind. As Dao Xin eventually became the fourth patriarch of Zen Buddhism, we see the culmination of his inner transformation and the profound impact of his teachings. His story inspires us to embark on our own journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. By looking within and dedicating ourselves to personal growth, we can unlock the true freedom that lies within us all. In a world where we often feel overwhelmed and bound by external pressures, the tale of Dao Xin and Senkan offers a path to inner peace and liberation. It encourages us to cultivate patience, embrace dedication, and recognize that the key to true freedom is already within our grasp. 17. The transformative power of kindness, a tale of harmony and forgiveness. Imagine a family torn apart by disrespect and discord, only to be brought back together through the remarkable kindness of one woman. Kuima Kuang, a stepmother from ancient China, faced hostility from her stepchildren after her husband's death. Instead of retaliating, she chose compassion and forgiveness, ultimately changing their hearts and lives. This inspiring story reveals how harmony and understanding can mend relationships and create a brighter future for everyone involved. Join us as we delve into this captivating tale of transformation and the profound impact of kindness. Trin Van Ku's first wife from the Eastern Han dynasty had 4 children. His second wife, Kwai Muk Kwong, also had 2 sons. After Trin Van Ku died, his 4 children from his first wife did not respect their stepmother and often made things difficult for her. However, Kwai Muk Kwong was extremely kind and gentle with them. Her son, living far away, provided them with food and clothing. Someone advised her to separate from these 4 children, but she said, "I want to use good manners to teach them not to follow a bad path." When the oldest son from the first wife fell seriously ill, Kwai Muk Kwong was very sad and personally cooked for him and took care of him meticulously. After a long illness, he finally recovered. He told his brothers, "Our stepmother is kind, and we have not cared for her as we should, worse than animals. Yet she has not blamed us and has treated us even better, so our wrongdoing is truly unforgivable." The 4 brothers went to the local authorities to ask for punishment. The district praised Kwai Muk Kwong and allowed the 4 sons to repent and reform themselves. Kwai Muk Kwong strictly taught them, and eventually, all 4 achieved great things. Therefore, it can be seen that the profound meaning of culture is always centered on harmony. Being cheerful and polite can help one improve themselves and manage their family using harmony to achieve peace and paving the way for a promising future. Conclusion: Kwai Muk Kwong's story is a powerful reminder of the impact that kindness and forgiveness can have on our lives and the lives of those around us. Despite facing disrespect and mistreatment from her stepchildren, Kwai Muk Kwong chose a path of compassion. She understood that responding to negativity with more negativity only breeds more conflict. Instead, she focused on treating her stepchildren with respect and care, even when they did not do the same for her. When her stepson fell seriously ill, Kwai Muk Kwong went above and beyond to care for him. Her actions were not just about duty. They came from a place of genuine concern and love. This selfless care deeply touched her stepson, leading him to reflect on his own behavior and recognize his faults. This moment of realization was crucial, as it set the stage for change within the family. Kwai Muk Kwong's unwavering kindness eventually melted the hearts of her stepchildren. They saw that she had never blamed them or retaliated against them. Instead, she continued to treat them with kindness and respect. This realization was a turning point, prompting them to seek forgiveness and change their ways. The local authorities praised Kwai Muk Kwong, allowing the stepchildren to repent and reform. Through her actions, Kwai Muk Kwong taught a valuable lesson. Harmony and peace are attainable when we choose to act with kindness and understanding. Her story shows that true strength lies in the ability to forgive and to lead by example. By fostering an environment of harmony, Kwai Muk Kwong was able to guide her family toward a brighter and more successful future. In our own lives, we can take inspiration from Kwai Muk Kwong's example. Choosing kindness, even in the face of adversity, can transform our relationships and create a more harmonious world. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of compassion and the positive ripple effects it can have on our families and communities. 18. The secret to true beauty and earning respect. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to shine from within, regardless of their looks? In an ancient tale from the spring and autumn period, a man named Yang Ju discovers a surprising truth about beauty and respect while staying at a boarding house. The landlord's unexpected preference for his plain wife over his beautiful one holds a powerful lesson for us all. Curious to find out why? Keep reading to uncover the secret that can transform how you see yourself and others. During the spring and autumn period, there was a man named Yang Ju who stayed in a boarding house in the state of Song. The landlord had 2 wives, one very beautiful and the other quite plain. The landlord loved the plain wife more than the beautiful one. Curious, young Jew asked why. The landlord replied, "The proud and beautiful wife, despite her looks, does not appear beautiful to me. The plain wife, however, remains calm and kind regardless of circumstances. She does not harbor jealousy or spite because of her looks, and because she can cast aside dark thoughts, her demeanor naturally exudes a gentle beauty. I don't think she's ugly at all." Yang Zhu then said, "Students should note, as long as one maintains purity of heart, one's true nature will naturally show, and such a person will be respected wherever they go." Conclusion. In conclusion, the story of Yang Zhu and the landlord's wives teaches us timeless lessons about the nature of beauty and the path to earning respect. In a society that often prioritizes physical appearance, this ancient tale reminds us that true beauty stems from within. The plain wife, with her calm demeanor and kind heart, is seen as more beautiful than the physically attractive wife who is proud and less pleasant. This teaches us that our actions, attitudes, and the purity of our hearts significantly impact how others perceive us. Moreover, the story emphasizes that inner virtues like kindness, calmness, and the absence of jealousy are not only admirable, but also make us truly beautiful in the eyes of others. The plain wife's ability to maintain a positive and gentle spirit despite her looks earned her the landlord's love and admiration. This indicates that genuine beauty is not about how we look, but about how we carry ourselves and treat others. Young Ju's advice to his students underscores a crucial point. A pure heart and good character are universally respected. People are drawn to those who radiate positivity and integrity, and these qualities transcend superficial appearances. In our daily lives, focusing on cultivating inner virtues can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections with others. It is a reminder that while physical beauty may fade, inner beauty endures and continues to attract respect and admiration. This story encourages us to reflect on our own lives and the values we prioritize. Are we too focused on outward appearances, or do we invest in developing a kind and pure heart? By embracing the wisdom from this tale, we can strive to be individuals whose true nature shines through, earning us respect and genuine admiration wherever we go. Let this story inspire us to cultivate inner beauty and character, for these are the qualities that truly make us beautiful and respected in the eyes of others. 19. Discover the joy of simple living and the power of generosity. Have you ever wondered what it means to truly live a happy, peaceful life? Imagine finding contentment in the beauty of nature, far from the hustle and bustle of chasing fame and wealth. Or picture the joy that a simple act of kindness from a friend can bring. Join us as we explore the inspiring story of Dao Uyen Min, an ancient poet who found happiness in simplicity and experienced the profound impact of generosity. This tale is sure to make you reflect on what truly matters in life. The great poet Dao Uyen Min of the Eastern Jin dynasty planted 5 willow trees in front of his house and called himself Mr. 5 Willows. He wrote the following lines: "Mr. knows not who this person may be, nor even his own name. By the house stand 5 willow trees. Thus he is named. Mr. is quiet and serene, speaks little, and desires neither fame nor profit." When Dao Uyen Min retired, he devoted himself to gardening and found great joy and companionship in plants, birds, and wildlife. In May and June, he would often sleep under the north window, enjoying the cool breeze and peaceful contentment, just like the noble sages of old. Dao Uyen Min loved wine, but being poor, he couldn't often afford it. One year during the Double Ninth Festival, without any wine, he sat by the chrysanthemums and enjoyed their fragrance. Looking into the distance, he saw an official in white approaching. It was the deputy magistrate of Zhangzhou, Wang Hong, who had sent him wine. Overjoyed, Dao Uyan drank to intoxication before returning home. In conclusion, the story of Dao Uyan offers timeless lessons that are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago. In our fast-paced modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success, wealth, and recognition. However, Dao Uyan life reminds us that true happiness often lies in the simple things. By finding joy in nature, spending time with plants and animals, and appreciating the beauty around us, we can experience a sense of peace and contentment that material possessions and social status can't provide. Dao Uyan love for gardening and the serene moments he spent under the cool breeze are examples of how nature can be a source of solace and joy. His ability to find happiness in his modest surroundings encourages us to slow down and savor the small pleasures in life. Whether it's taking a walk in the park, tending to a garden, or simply sitting quietly and enjoying the fresh air, these moments of tranquility can greatly enhance our well-being. Additionally, the act of Wang Hong bringing wine to Dao Uyan during the festival highlights the profound impact of generosity and kindness. In a world where individualism often takes precedence, this gesture serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of caring for others. A simple act of kindness can brighten someone's day and create a lasting positive impression. It shows us that friendship and thoughtfulness are invaluable, and that we should cherish and nurture these connections. By embracing the lessons from Dao Uyan story, we can learn to appreciate the simple joys in life and understand the significance of generosity and friendship. These values can lead us to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence, where happiness is found not in the pursuit of more, but in the appreciation of what we already have and the kindness we show to others. If you find these stories inspiring and they motivate you to take action, please comment 9. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time. 20. Discovering the magic in everyday moments. A tale of tea and mindfulness. Have you ever wondered about the hidden beauty in everyday life or the profound connections we can make through shared passions? Imagine standing by a bamboo fence, feeling transported to a magical realm by the simple sounds of a rooster crowing and dogs barking. Or consider the intricate world of tea, where a single cup can reveal deep knowledge and spark meaningful bonds. Join us as we explore a captivating story from ancient China that reminds us to appreciate the present moment and find joy in our passions. This tale will inspire you to slow down, listen, and connect in ways you never thought possible. Standing by a bamboo fence, suddenly hearing the rooster crow and the dogs bark, I felt as though I was living in a magical realm. Sitting in my study, the sudden cries of cicadas and crows made me realize that even in silence, there is a depth of unspoken emotions. Truong Dai, a renowned scholar from the late Ming and early Qing dynasties, was a tea aficionado who often used tea to bond with friends. Once he visited another scholar, Man Van Thuy, who asked him, "Why have you come here?" Truong Dai replied, "I have long heard of your great reputation, and I would not leave today without tasting your tea." Man Van Thuy, also a tea connoisseur, was delighted and personally prepared the tea. The tea sparkled under the lamp's glow with a rich aroma. Truong Dai praised it, guessing it was from Lakyu region, but prepared in the style of Lang Uyen tea. Man Van Thuy was amazed at Truong Dai's deep knowledge of tea. However, when it came to the water used in the tea, Truong Dai couldn't explain. Man Van Thuy revealed it was special spring water from Hue, drawn at midnight when a new stream of water emerged and immediately collected. Later, Man Van Thuy served another pot of tea, which Truong Dai noted had a stronger fragrance and richer taste, guessing it was spring tea, unlike the previous autumn tea. Man Van Thuy laughed heartily. "I am 70 years old and have never met anyone as knowledgeable about tea as you. Indeed, even a single pot of tea can reveal profound mysteries." In conclusion, the story of Truong Dai and Man Van Thuy serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of mindfulness and the connections we can form through shared interests. Truong Dai's experience with the sounds of nature highlights the richness and depth that can be found in the present moment. The crowing of the rooster, the barking of dogs, and the cries of cicadas and crows all emphasize the beauty and significance of everyday life. This suggests that even in silence or simple routines, there are unspoken emotions and a sense of magic waiting to be discovered. Additionally, the detailed interaction between Truong Dai and Man Van Thuy over tea underscores the value of knowledge and passion in building meaningful relationships. Truong Dai's profound understanding of tea, from its origin to the subtle differences in its preparation, deeply impresses Man Van Thuy and strengthens their bond. This interaction shows how a common interest like tea can reveal profound insights and mysteries, illustrating that ordinary things can hold significant meaning and become a source of connection and mutual respect. The story also teaches us about humility and the continuous pursuit of knowledge. Despite Truong Dai's extensive understanding, he admits his limitations when he cannot identify the source of the water used for the tea. Man Van Thuy's revelation about the special spring water from Hue adds another layer of depth to the story, reminding us that there is always more to learn and discover. In our fast-paced modern lives, this story encourages us to slow down and appreciate the small moments. It reminds us to deeply engage with our passions and connect with others who share our interests. By doing so, we can find joy, wisdom, and deeper connections in the most unexpected places. Ultimately, this story celebrates mindfulness, knowledge, and the beauty of everyday experiences. 21. Discovering Joy in Exile, the enlightening story of Su Shi. Have you ever felt weighed down by life's challenges, wondering if true happiness is out of reach? Imagine finding profound joy in the simplest of moments, even when everything seems to be going wrong. This is the inspiring story of Su Shi, a famous poet exiled to Huangju, who discovered peace and clarity under the moonlight. Join us as we explore how Su Shi's moonlit walk teaches us to embrace life's simple pleasures and let go of our worries. Get ready to be moved and inspired by this timeless tale of finding happiness in unexpected places. Su Shi, a famous poet from the Northern Song dynasty who wrote many great poems, was once exiled to Huangju for offending the nobility. One evening, as he was feeling sleepy, he saw the moon bright and clear in the sky as if it were day, which made him wide awake. He went to the Tianqing temple to meet his friend Zhang Huaiji for a moonlit walk in the courtyard. The moonlight in the courtyard made the water look like it was mixed with grass, but it turned out to be the reflection of bamboo. Zhang Huaiji, also an exile in Huangzhou, joined him, and Su Shi remarked, "What courtyard doesn't have moonlight? What place doesn't have bamboo? But few are as leisurely as you and I." From then, a feeling of no concerns about power suddenly emerged. Here, Su Shi shook off his worries about his exile, found peace and clarity, truly reaching a state of joy in life, blending with the world around him. Conclusion. The story of Su Shi and his moonlit walk with Zhang Huaiji serves as a timeless reminder of the power of perspective. Sushi's ability to find joy and clarity despite his exile is a lesson in appreciating the present moment and the simple beauty around us. Often we get so caught up in our worries and the pursuit of power or success that we forget to pause and enjoy the little things that make life beautiful. Sushi's realization that every courtyard has moonlight and every place has bamboo, but few take the time to enjoy them, speaks to the heart of mindfulness. It's about being present and finding contentment in the here and now, rather than constantly striving for more or dwelling on what we don't have. This mindset can transform our lives, making us happier and more fulfilled. Moreover, the story encourages us to let go of our worries and concerns about power and status. In a world where we are often judged by our achievements and possessions, Sushi's shift to a state of no concerns about power is liberating. It reminds us that true happiness comes from within, not from external validation. By accepting our circumstances and finding peace in them, we can achieve a deeper sense of joy and contentment. This tale is especially relevant today, as many of us face various challenges and uncertainties. It encourages us to take a step back and appreciate the simple moments, like a walk under the moonlight or the reflection of bamboo in the water. These moments, though small, can have a profound impact on our well-being. In conclusion, Sushi's story teaches us the importance of mindfulness, letting go of worries, and finding joy in the simple things. It's a reminder that happiness is not dependent on our circumstances, but on our perspective. By embracing this mindset, we can lead a more joyful, peaceful, and fulfilling life. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed, remember Sushi and his moonlit walk, and take a moment to appreciate the beauty around you. 22. The hidden wisdom of dedication and sacrifice. Have you ever wondered what it takes to truly excel in your work, or how much one might be willing to sacrifice for the sake of knowledge? The story of Lu Vanxiu, an editor during the Qing dynasty, offers profound insights into these questions. His relentless dedication to his craft and his willingness to forego personal wealth for a greater purpose hold timeless lessons that can inspire us all. Join us as we delve into the life of this remarkable scholar and discover the hidden wisdom in his unwavering commitment and selfless sacrifice. Lu Vanxiu, an editor during the Qing dynasty, passed the imperial examinations during the reign of Emperor Qianlong and was appointed to a scholarly position in Hunan. He then taught in Jiangxi for over 20 years. Lu Vanxiu was very diligent in editing books. Every morning at dawn, he would start editing under the dim light, grinding his red and black inks, surrounded by piles of books with hardly any room for a teapot. At dusk, he would leave his room, take a walk in the garden, and then light his lamp to continue his work into the late night. Lu Vanxiu edited books from cold winters to hot summers, tirelessly for over 10 years, dedicating his life to books without amassing any personal wealth. Conclusion. Lu Vanxiu's life is a testament to the enduring values of dedication and sacrifice. In a world that often prioritizes immediate gratification and material success, his story serves as a powerful reminder of what can be achieved through unwavering commitment to a cause. Lu Vanxiu's diligent editing work, from the break of dawn until late into the night, highlights the extraordinary effort required to master a craft. His perseverance through the harsh winters and scorching summers for over a decade showcases the depth of his dedication. He was not just working for himself, but for the preservation and dissemination of knowledge, which would benefit future generations. Moreover, Lu Vanxiu's choice to dedicate his life to books rather than amassing personal wealth underscores a profound truth. True fulfillment and legacy often come from our contributions to the greater good. In a society where success is frequently measured by personal gain, Lu Xu's life illustrates that the pursuit of knowledge and the betterment of society can be far more rewarding. His sacrifice of personal comfort and wealth for the sake of education and enlightenment is a powerful message that resonates even today. In reflecting on Lu Xu's story, we are encouraged to evaluate our own lives. Are we committed to our work with the same level of dedication? Are we willing to make sacrifices for the greater good? Lu Xu's legacy invites us to find deeper meaning in our efforts and to strive for excellence, not just for personal gain, but for the benefit of others. His life reminds us that while material wealth may be transient, the impact of our contributions to knowledge and society can endure for generations. As we navigate our own paths, let Lu Xu's example inspire us to pursue our passions with diligence and to consider how our efforts can contribute to a legacy of lasting value. His story is a timeless lesson in the power of dedication and the noble pursuit of knowledge.
If you like this video, please comment 1. And if you don't, comment 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.